Today we are between the town of Highworth and the hamlet of Coles Hill, I suppose you could call it, not far from Sevenhampton. We're going to be going in this wood, and it's the first time I've been here, and gosh, it looks, if I'm going to fly my drone in that looks a heck of a challenge. We've got some high winds coming in and some rain as well. The sun is almost shining. I think it's going to be overcast in about an hour or so, but I'm looking down and it's looking a bit of a jungle out there. This looks to be about a 7 or an 8. It's very thick, very dense, lots of bracken and twigs and whatever else. It's going to be a tough one. I could have chosen an easier one actually, but I'm going to give it a go and we'll see how we get on with it. But I do fear I'm going to down my drone at some point. Okay, right. Let's give it a go. See how we get on. We'll take off.
Takeoff.
Right.
Point updated.
Okay, right. Drone is moving around a little bit. You can see that. It's kind of struggling in the wind. It's quite windy. This is going to be a heck of a test. I could have chosen an easier place. I saw it on the map and I thought, I'm going to give it a go, and wow, it's fairly close to where I live, so I thought I'd at least give it a go, and I don't know how this is going to work out, guys, so expect the worst. I think the worst being that there might be some kind of a crash along the way. I think it's inevitable, to be honest. There's just so much out there to actually hit. I try and keep it in the air though. I try and keep it in a straight line if I can. I'm not promising miracles, mind. I just want to have a fly through and just see what there is. I don't really want to go out there and pick it up, to be honest, because it's really, really dense and thick. You can see how bad it is. Okay, right. Push through that if I can. Okay, right. Right, so somehow I've got to try and keep this thing in sight, so I am going to be walking around a little bit at times, just to keep an eye on it, see where it is. Line of sight and all that is a regulation from the Communistic Aeronautics Association, as I call it. It's actually the CAA, so Civil Aviation Authority it is, but they just come up with so many kind of ridiculous rules and regulations. It just makes life a little bit more difficult for drone flyers. There are some idiots out there with drones, unfortunately, which makes it kind of bad for the rest of us. But as long as you're just kind of sensible with it and play by the book, you should be okay. Right, on a bit of a track here. Let's just go down this track and see where it leads. I think there's a fence to my right hand side. Looks like chicken wire. I don't really want to be running into that, to be honest. Just going to see where this track kind of goes to. Okay, it goes around the corner. Right, so I'm going to take it slowly for a while. I just want to see what it is. We might bump into Farmer Giles at some point, you never know. He might come at you with his gun. What you doing on my land, he'll say. Get off my land, get off my land. I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. I'm just kind of flying my drone and sort of enjoying myself, really. Just enjoying the countryside. There's so much of it around here. Right, so I kind of want to go off piste a little bit. Right, so I think some of the interesting stuff might well be in places like this. So I'm not going to do any edits to this video. I tend not to edit my videos. I tend to leave them pretty bare. If there's any accidents or incidents, I want to kind of share them with you. So it just makes me fly my drone a little bit more diligently. Ooh, there's a bit of a gap there. I don't know if I can get through there actually. It seems to be a bit narrower than my drone. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, so stick it on the big screen, guys. You never know what you might see. You might find something and see something interesting. You never know. Might find a lesser spotted British Yeti. Yeah, might see Sasquatch or something. Ooh, what's that? Something interesting there. Let's go and investigate, shall we? A bit of corrugated iron. I think there's a few pheasants in and around this wood, I think. Okay, there's a bit of a track here. We're just going to mosey on down and through. Just see what there is. You never know, you might see something of interest, a bit of wildlife. Just lovely to be out here, isn't it? That's what I like. I just like to be out here flying around and getting the fresh air and concentrating fully on the job, the task in hand. Let's go this way. I do like flying it through little gaps and things. Yeah. Right, yeah, stick up the big screen. You'll see a bit more on big screen than you will do on whatever else. What's that there? What's that there? Is that a busted tree? Yeah, okay. It looked interesting for a while then until I got a bit closer and it was a broken tree. Okay, ooh, navigate through this little bit, shall we? There's a bit of a gap there. We can just squeeze little droney through there, I think. My little DJI Mini 2. Yeah, okay, well, I've not seen anything yet on my screen. Right, it just glitched on me then a little bit. Right, okay, I've got a bit of a glitch. I'm just going to take it up a little bit because it's quite densely populated here with trees and bushes and whatever else. So I don't like flying too high, just because if it does get stuck in a tree or something, then you're going to have a bit of a problem trying to get it back again. Is there a way through there, I wonder? Is there a way through? I think there might be a bit of a way through. Go a bit low. Don't want to go too low, of course, because if I go too low, it will want to land or just touch something then. Just come back on ourselves, I think. Okay, we're on 69% battery power, so we're going to run the battery down. We're just going to fly around and have a bit of a nose about and just see what there is. A general look around. You never know, you might see something of interest. Anyway, I think that's coming back towards myself, I think. Oh well. We just fly down this little track, I think. Anyway, I've heard nothing from the taxi licensing authority to date, so I'm really hoping that they're going to contact me sometime soon. They need to, because I obviously want to get out there and do some oops, come away from that, do some of my taxi work. Getting a little bit stir crazy at the moment. Right, I think we're just coming out of the wood here, but we can go back in again. Oops, oh dear, I clunked it. I got a bit too close there, but I don't think there's any damage done. But we'll go and have a look. It's just over to my left-hand side. Yeah, I got a bit close there. I wasn't paying full attention. Job in hand, then I paid the ultimate price. Got a bit too close to a tree, so it's literally just round the corner. Yeah. Okay. Nearly made it out. Okay, so I was just flying past here. I think it just caught that tree there. It's just come down, it's bent one of the arms back. Like it does, it's like a safety feature on it. But no damage done. Okay, right, so away she goes again on another little flight. Just going to take it down this track. Anyway, so regarding the whole taxi licensing thing, I've not heard anything from them. They're kind of making me suffer at the moment, unfortunately. I don't know what they've got to gain by doing that. I've got everything to lose, and I kind of am at present. I'm kind of losing a lot, business. You know, I'm giving work away left, right and centre at the moment. I'm gaining a little bit back from it because I am kind of making 10% on a job rather than 100%. So you can imagine how frustrating that is for me. And I've not really worked properly really since, I guess, November really, so I missed all of Christmas. And the big earning capability you can get at Christmas, you know, I can imagine how busy I'll be at Christmas time. People wanting taxis and going places, I just can't do it. Literally got people ringing up and I'm telling them my position, and I'm just saying, look, I literally cannot work at the moment because of my license, and I don't know when I'm going to be back to work. Okay, there's a bit of a gap there. I just wonder if I can just squeeze through that gap, if it allows me. Yeah, I can just about get through that gap. Here we go. I'd rather do that than try and go up and over. Just that if you're going up, you don't know what's above you, and you could quite easily just hit something. You don't want to go sideways too much either, because you're not sure what you're going to be running into, because you can't see where you're flying into. So the rule is really, it's just to fly straight where you can see. And if you need to turn, then stop and then turn the whole drone around so you can see where you're flying. Like for instance, I'm going to where should we go now? Let's just go through here, shall we? Just take our time. Obviously you can see an awful lot more on the big screen than what I can by flying it. There's a bit of a gap there. I think I can just go forward. No, okay, it's just turning me around. I just need to come back a little bit, go to the right, and then go forward, and there we go. Got myself out of that muddle. You know, so once again, there's not an awful lot to see in these woods. I've not come across any deer, but you know, you just never know what you might see. But you know, for me it's just interesting. It's just nice to get out to places like this and fly my drone and just enjoy the countryside. We'll just go through there, shall we? We'll just get a few glitches now. I think I'm going to start heading back. I've only got 25% battery power, so I'm going to start heading on back, whichever way that is. Yeah, whichever way that is. Whichever way is back. Okay. When it gets to 20%, it's going to start bleeping at me. Okay. I don't really want it kind of bleeping at me, to be honest. Okay, right, just push on through. Just got past that. Ooh, there's something above me there. Just go down very slightly. take it through here. Right, here we go. Wants me to come back home now.
Battery level is low.
Right, going to cancel the return.
Will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Right, going to cancel the return. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to take it out of the woods, give you a quick view of where I am, and then I'll probably call it a day. No, we lost signal. No, we haven't. I'm still on it. Okay. Signal is blocked. I think we might have lost signal.
Return to home.
Cancel return to home. Basically, you can see how dense it is around here. Really thick, and I was literally just over there. And yeah, the signal from the RC unit to the drone, I just lost signal, tried to fly it out, lost signal momentarily, and it just caught one of these, I don't know, thorn bushes or something, I think, and brought it down. And it's just over there. So very, very slow, light impact. There'll be no damage to the drone. Okay, right. Ooh, ouch, that hurt. Thorns and thistles. There we go. Oh, wow. Just me. Here we go. Right. One drone. Everything okay. And once again, no problems at all. So this kind of video, it might not interest some people, but you know, I find it interesting, and I like to do the things which I like to do myself. And if people want to come along and view my content, then that's great. You know, I just want to do the things which interest me personally. And this kind of does, getting out here in the fresh air, in the woods, just flying around, being kind of like a free spirit really, and just enjoying my surroundings, just getting up to nature really, kind of quite close and personal. There goes a hare, look. There we go. Ooh, yeah, it's March now, so I guess they'll be quite busy. Yeah, so anyway, this is kind of scratch the spot, as it were, coming out here and flying my drone. I've been kind of gagging for this pretty much, and I didn't fly it yesterday, had a day off yesterday, but today's been quite interesting. And I saw this place on the map and I thought, that looks kind of interesting, that needs a bit of an investigation. I think that's what I've kind of done. It's a part of the wood. It's quite a big wood, it's fairly sizable, not massive, but it's big enough kind of to lose a drone if you're not careful. But obviously you need to keep the eye on the drone at all times. So yeah, interesting little outing today. Anyway, more videos to come, not sure when, so please just keep an eye on my channel. Obviously please like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing, being out here in the open, in the woods, flying your drone in places like that. Bit of a challenge. Yeah, that was quite tough. That was a 7 or an 8, I think. Yeah, one of the toughest yet, I think, but it was interesting. Kind of interesting. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Take care, and as always, bye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.